Good day, everyone, and welcome to the YSNLC YouTube channel. I am Yosuke Suzuki, and today we will be teaching you a lesson from the Minno ni Nihongo textbook. This video is focused on part 3 out of the 6 grammar notes presented on lesson 1. Make sure to take down notes for our practice session later on. At the end of the lesson, our goal is to teach you 3 things about ka. The first is to understand the use of the particle ka. There are many particles you will need to learn in order to speak well in Japanese, and ka is one of the most basic ones you will need to know. The second is to be able to ask questions in Japanese. In order to start or keep a conversation going, you will need to learn how to ask questions properly. The third is to be able to respond to questions in Japanese using basic response patterns. We will tackle 3 basic patterns of responding in Japanese later on. Ka is a particle typically used by a speaker in Japanese as a marker for asking questions. A question can be formed by simply adding ka at the end of the sentence. This signifies that the speaker is asking a question. When using ka at the end of the sentence, the intonation is usually higher. Lastly, we will tackle how to make and respond to questions that have interrogatives. In our prior video, we learned the sentence pattern noun 1 wa, noun 2 des. We also learned the negative form of the des, which are ja arimasen or dewa arimasen. This pattern is the most basic sentence pattern in Japanese and can be used as the core structure of a question. From what we know about ka, adding it to the end of a sentence transforms it into a question. In the sentence pattern, noun 1 wa, noun 2 des, we have transformed it into a question by simply adding ka at the very end. In answering this kind of question, there are 3 categories you could choose from to pattern your response. Number 1 is affirmation, number 2 is negation, and number 3 is correction. We will look at how these patterns work in the following examples. For the first example, you are being asked if Mr. Winston is a teacher. Winston-san wa sensei desu ka? Notice the underline on the N1, wa, N2 pattern on the question. When being asked a question in Japanese, you could use the same topic and predicate from the N1, wa, N2 pattern on the question in your response. Look at the first pattern. The first pattern of response is affirmation. This pattern leans towards a yes answer. You respond with hai, indicating a yes answer, followed by the topic and predicate used in the question. Winston-san wa sensei desu. So your answer is hai, Winston-san wa sensei desu. The second pattern is negation. This pattern leans towards a no answer. You respond with iie, indicating a no answer, followed by the topic and predicate used, then adding ja arimasen or dewa arimasen. Your response will be iie, Winston-san wa sensei ja arimasen or dewa arimasen. The third pattern of response is correction. The idea is to respond with the correct information about the topic being asked. You respond with iie, indicating a no answer, followed by the topic and then the correct predicate to describe the topic. Lastly, you add des at the end. Let's look at another example. Is Mr. Winston an American? Winston-san wa Amerikajin desu ka? If Mr. Winston is indeed an American, we begin with affirming what is being asked in the question. We respond, hai, Winston-san wa Amerikajin desu. Notice that the N1 wa N2 pattern from the question is being used in the answer. If Mr. Winston is not an American, we respond, iie, Winston-san wa Amerikajin ja arimasen or dewa arimasen. Notice again that the N1 wa N2 pattern from the question is being used in the answer, followed by the negative form of des. Lastly, if we know what the correct predicate is of the topic being asked in the question, we use the correct predicate in our response. No, Mr. Winston is Canadian, or いいえ、Winston-san wa Kanada-jin desu. In the third example, an interrogative such as who, what, when, where, why, which, and how replaces the predicate of the N1 wa N2 pattern. In this case, the interrogative who, which in Japanese is donata, or the more commonly used dare, is in the predicate of the N1 wa N2 pattern in the sentence. The question being asked is, who is that person? Or, あの方はどなたですか? Or, あの方は誰ですか? Since the question being asked is not a yes or no question, the first two patterns of answering, affirmation and negation, does not make sense to use. If you know the person the speaker is asking about, you can respond using the correction pattern. In this case, you replace the correct predicate to describe the topic of that person or あの方. You end up saying that person is Alyssa or あの方はアリサさんです. A shortcut to answering these types of questions would be to respond only with the correct predicate followed by des. You end up saying that is Alyssa or Arisa-san desu. In case you do not know the answer to such questions, you could simply respond, I do not know, or wakarimasen, or wakaranai desu. Now let's try some practice questions. We will display the question in hiragana while reading the question twice. Pause the video and time yourself for 1 minute after the question has been said. On a piece of paper, write down your response using one out of the 3 response patterns. The answers will be shown after the third practice question. Are you ready? Here we go. Meri-san wa kaishain desu ka? Meri-san wa kaishain desu ka? Akira-san wa Amerikajin desu ka? Akira-san wa Amerikajin desu ka? あの人はアキラさんですか? あの人はアキラさんですか? The following are the answers to the 3 practice questions. Question 1 was, is Mary-san a company employee? Mary-san wa kaishain desu ka? The answer is yes, Mary is a company employee. Or, はい、Mary-san wa kaishain desu. Question 2 is asking, is Akira-san an American? Akira-san wa Amerikajin desu ka? The answer is no. Akira-san is a Japanese. Or, いいえ、Akira-san wa Nihonjin desu. Question 3 is asking, is that person Akira? あの人は Akira-san desu ka? The answer is no, that person is not Akira. Or いいえ、あの人は Akira-san じゃありません. Or ではありません. That's it for this part of the lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you liked our videos, please hit the like button and subscribe so you can get notifications when our next videos come out. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family who are also interested to learn Japanese. If you're interested in taking our full online course, be sure to check out www.ysnlc.com or visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/ysnlc. Thank you again for watching, and we hope to have you with us again soon.